Hi, my name is Duncan Murray and I'm the co-owner of 4 F45s and 1 FS8. Okay, yeah, so I actually started just as a coach at F45 Kensington Olympia, which was my business partner's first F45. Him and I became friends, started talking. I was about to hit 40, needed something, and we decided to sort of join forces and sort of gone from strength to strength from there post-pandemic. But yeah, now we've got again the 5 studios. So going from owning F45s into FS8 from a business perspective was relatively seamless. Obviously it's a different brand but owned under the same sort of group of brands. So a lot of the business processes were identical. Obviously same support network with CSG and HQ. I suppose the main reason we did it is that we saw the success from the other studios and we got given a good opportunity with our landlord. And after talking with CSG, it was just, yeah, it was the right decision. I think balancing both concepts, I think it's the people that you hire within the business. So you can't run multiple sites, especially where we are geographically, because we're spread all the way over London, we're not near each other. I have to rely heavily on my management sort of team to help grow the business. And as we always say, act like an owner. And that's what we sort of instill in our management team, is that we need them to act like owners. I think that's probably the most important bit. When you go into an F45 class, you're stepping into one community of 36 people. So you're stepping into one group and everyone's in it together. Whereas I feel with the FS8, it's slightly more reserved, but you're kind of stepping into, in our studio, 14 beds, you're stepping into 14 people's space. So I think people obviously train all different types of modalities for whatever reason for themselves. So I think FS8 just adds a different dimension to people that maybe need something a little bit different from F45. But still within that community aspect of when you come out of FS8, you're greeted by the front of house and the trainers care. And so I think there's commonality there, but there's a big difference, I think, actually in the studio space when you're working out. So the most rewarding thing about this job, and that's why I still enjoy coaching, although I don't coach as much anymore with F45, and it sounds really cheesy, is that you ultimately are changing lives. Like, it doesn't matter how you dress it up, you're changing lives. Whether that is by 1% or 20%, people losing weight, somebody getting a 5-meter PB on an erg, whatever it is, you are changing lives. And essentially, I always say to our team that I think our job is, we're here to make people happier. That's our job. It just happens that fitness is the vehicle that we use to achieve that. We're ultimately here just to make people happier. If somebody walks through the door having a bad day, if they can leave just a little bit happier, job done. And I think that's what makes FS8 and F45 such powerful brands, is that we have that ability with the community to do that. The advice that I would give anyone that's looking to go into the F45 space or even FS8 space, location, 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 that's the big one. And then you just have to have people that you trust and that who have a passion to be in fitness, because if you don't care about what you do, then we're no better than any other fitness studio. My favourite bit about F45 is probably going back to the coaching bit. And it happened to me the other day. I'm coaching a bit more at our Battersea Park site where we are right now. And it's that moment in a class where you just know you've got everybody where you want them, and everyone is feeling that energy. And I think Josh, our head trainer, was coming in, and I just knew it was a great class. I knew that we had delivered a class that had an impact on everyone in that class, and they all left feeling better for it. And I think that's so powerful. We've got new coaches coming in now who are so excited because they got somebody to hold onto a bar, pick up a heavier dumbbell. And those small little wins, I just think I think they're magical. Honestly, I think it's the best thing. When you know you've delivered something which is great, and people are going to go away and feel like they've left the studio a better person. So yeah, I think it's epic. The strength in the brand is the community. I think, again, you take that away from what we are, then we're no better than anybody else. But we're the best at that. And I think HQ's interaction with us, the CEO came over to London recently, we sat, we had airtime with him. CSG is our master franchise, are so supportive in anything. You just have to ask for help and the help is there. And I think knowing that you have support from HQ and obviously from CSG, it makes life a lot easier and more enjoyable. Get out of there!